Shalom, and welcome back to the Cepher Daily Readings. Thank you for stopping by to follow along. I am Trish. All praise and glory to the Most High Yah in the name of the only begotten Son, Yahusha or Yahawashai HaMashiach. All praise and glory to Him. May this be a blessing to you, and may it glorify Him, our Father, our Creator. And thank you, Yahusha, Yahawashai, who hung and bled and died for our sins. He is the way to the Father, and may we follow His example and be the light. We are in Enoch, Chanoch, chapter 51. In those days shall the earth deliver up from her womb, and Sheol deliver up from hers, that which it has received, and destruction shall restore that which it owes. He shall select the righteous and holy from among them, for the day of their deliverance has approached. And in those days shall the elect one sit upon his throne, while every secret of intellectual wisdom shall proceed from his mouth. For Yahuwah Sevaot has gifted and glorified him. In those days the mountains shall skip like rams, and the hills shall leap like young sheep, satiated with milk, and all shall become like angels in heaven. Their countenance shall be bright with joy, for in those days shall the elect one be exalted. The earth shall rejoice, the righteous shall inhabit it, and the elect possess it. Chapter 52. After that period, in the place where I had seen every secret sight, I was snatched up in a whirlwind, and carried off westwards. There my eyes beheld the secrets of heaven, and all which existed on earth, a mountain of iron, a mountain of copper, a mountain of silver, a mountain of gold, a mountain of fluid metal, and a mountain of lead. And I inquired of the angel who went with me, saying, What are these things, which in secret I behold? He said, For all these things which you behold shall be for the dominion of Mashiach, that he may command and be powerful upon earth. And that angel of peace answered me, saying, Wait but a short time, and you shall understand, and every secret thing shall be revealed to you, which Yahuwah Sevaot has decreed. Those mountains which you have seen, the mountain of iron, the mountain of copper, the mountain of silver, the mountain of gold, the mountain of fluid metal, and the mountain of lead, all these in the presence of the elect one shall be like a honeycomb before the fire, and like water descending from above upon these mountains, and shall become debilitated before his feet. In those days men shall not be saved by gold and by silver, nor shall they have it in their power to secure themselves and to fly. There shall be neither iron for war, nor a coat of mail for the breast. Copper shall be useless, useless also that which neither rusts nor consumes away, and lead shall not be coveted. All these things shall be rejected, and perish from off the earth, when the elect one shall appear in the presence of Yahuwah Sevaot. Chapter 53. There my eyes beheld a deep valley, and wide was its entrance. All who dwell on land, on the sea, and in islands shall bring to it gifts, presents, and offerings. Yet that deep valley shall not be full. Their hands shall commit iniquity. Whatsoever they produce by labor, the sinners shall devour with crime. But they shall perish from the face of Yahuwah Sevaot, and from the face of his earth. They shall stand up and shall perish forever and ever. I beheld the angels of punishment, who were dwelling there, and preparing every instrument of Satan. Then I inquired of the angel of peace, who proceeded with me, for whom those instruments were preparing. He said, These they are preparing for the kings and powerful ones of the earth, that thus they may perish. After which the righteous and chosen house of his assembly shall appear, and thenceforward unchangeable in the name of Yahuwah Sevaot. Nor shall those mountains exist in his presence as the earth and the hills, as the fountains of water exist, and the righteous shall be relieved from the vexation of sinners. Chapter 54. Then I looked and turned myself to another part of the earth, where I beheld a deep valley burning with fire. To this valley they brought monarchs and the mighty. And there my eyes beheld the instruments which they were making, fetters of iron of immeasurable weight. Then I inquired of the angel of peace, who proceeded with me, saying, For whom are these fetters and instruments prepared? He replied, These are prepared for the host of Azazel, that they may be delivered over and adjudged to the lowest condemnation, and that their angels may be overwhelmed with hurled stones, as Yahuwah Sevaot has commanded. Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Penuel shall be strengthened in that day, and shall then cast them into a furnace of blazing fire, that Yahuwah Sevaot may be avenged of them for their crimes, because they became ministers of Satan and seduced those who dwell upon earth. In those days shall punishments go forth from Yahuwah Sevaot, and the receptacles of water which are above the heavens shall be opened, and the fountains likewise which are under the heavens and under the earth. All the waters which are in the heavens and above them shall be mixed together. The water which is above heaven shall be the male, and the water which is under the earth shall be the female. And all shall be destroyed who dwell upon the earth, and who dwell under the extremities of heaven. By these means shall they understand the iniquity which they have committed on earth, and by these means shall they perish. Chapter 55. Afterwards, the Ancient of Days sighed and said, In vain have I destroyed all the inhabitants of the earth. And he swore by his great name, henceforward, I will not act thus toward all those who dwell upon earth, but I will place a sign in the heavens, and it shall be a faithful witness between me and them forever, as long as the days of heaven and earth last upon the earth. Afterwards, according to this my decree, when I shall be disposed to seize them beforehand, by the instrumentality of angels, in the day of affliction and trouble, my wrath and my punishment shall remain upon them. My punishment and my wrath, says Elohim Yahuwah Sebaoth. O you kings, O you mighty, who inhabits the world, you shall behold my elect one, sitting upon the throne of my glory. And he shall judge Azazel, all his associates, and all his hosts, in the name of Yahuwah Sebaoth. There likewise I beheld hosts of angels who were moving in punishment, confined in a network of iron and brass. Then I inquired of the angel of peace, who proceeded with me, to whom those under confinement were going. He said, to each of their elect and their beloved, that they may be cast into the fountains and deep recesses of the valley, and that valley shall be filled with their elect and beloved, the days of whose life shall be consumed, but the days of their error shall be innumerable. Then shall angels combine together and conspire, the chiefs of the east, among the Parthians and Medes, shall remove kings, in whom a ruach of perturbation shall enter. They shall hurl them from their thrones, springing as lions from their dens, and like famished wolves into the midst of the flock. They shall go up and tread upon the land of their elect. The land of their elect shall be before them. The threshing floor, the path, and the city of my righteous shall impede their horses. They shall rise up to destroy each other. Their right hand shall be strengthened, nor shall a man acknowledge his friend or his brother, nor the son his father and his mother, until the number of the dead bodies is their death and punishment. Neither shall this take place without cause. In those days shall the mouth of Sheol be opened, into which they shall be immersed. Sheol shall destroy and swallow up sinners from the face of the elect. Chapter 56. After this I beheld another army of chariots with men riding in them, and they came upon the wind from the east, from the west, and from the south. The sound of the noise of their chariots was heard, and when the agitation took place, the Tehilliym out of heaven perceived it. The pillar of the earth shook from its foundation, and the sound was heard from the extremities of the earth unto the extremities of heaven at the same time. Then they all fell down and worshipped Yahuwah Sebaoth. This is the end of the second parable. Chapter 57. I now began to utter the third parable concerning the Tehilliym and the elect. Blessed are you, O Tehilliym and elect, for glorious is your lot. The Tehilliym shall exist in the light of the sun, and the elect in the light of everlasting life, the days of whose life shall never terminate, nor shall the days of the Tehilliym be numbered, who seek for light, and obtain righteousness with Yahuwah Sebaoth. Peace be to the Tehilliym with Yahuwah of the world. Henceforward shall the Tehilliym be told to seek in heaven the secrets of righteousness, the portion of faith. For like the sun has it arisen upon the earth, while darkness has passed away. There shall be light interminable, nor shall they enter upon the enumeration of time. For darkness shall be previously destroyed, and light shall increase before Yahuwah Sebaoth. Before Yahuwah Sebaoth shall the light of our brightness increase forever. Chapter 58. In those days my eyes beheld the secrets of the lightning and the splendors, and the judgment belonging to them. They lighten for a blessing and for a curse, according to the will of Yahuwah Sebaoth. And there I saw the secrets of the thunder, when it rattles above in heaven, and its sound is heard. And its sound is heard. The habitations also of the earth were shown to me. The sound of the thunder is for peace and for blessing, as well as for a curse, according to the word of Yahuwah Sebaoth. Afterwards, every secret of the splendors and of the lightning was seen by me. For blessing and for fertility they lighten. Chapter 59. In the 500th year, and in the 7th month, on the 14th day of the month, of the lifetime of Chanoch, in that parable, I saw that the heaven of heavens shook, that it shook violently, and that the powers of El Elyon and the angels, thousands and thousands, and myriads of myriads, were agitated with great agitation. And when I looked, the Ancient of Days was sitting on the throne of his glory, while the angels and Tehilliym were standing around him. A great trembling came upon me, and terror seized me. My loins were bowed down and loosened. My mind was dissolved, and I fell upon my face. The holy Michael, another holy angel, one of the holy ones, was sent, who raised me up. And when he raised me, my ruach returned, for I was incapable of enduring this vision of violence, its agitation, and the concussion of heaven. Then holy Michael said to me, "Why are you disturbed at this vision? Hitherto has existed the day of mercy, and he has been merciful and long-suffering towards all who dwell upon the earth. But when the time shall come, then the power, the punishment, and the judgment which Yahuwah Sebaoth has prepared for those who prostrate themselves to the judgment of righteousness, for those who abjure that judgment, for those who abjure that judgment, and for those who bring his name to naught. That day has been prepared for the elect as a covenant, and for sinners as an inquisition. In that day shall be distributed for food 2 monsters, a female monster, whose name is Leviathan, dwelling in the depths of the sea above the springs of waters, and a male monster, whose name is Behemoth, which possesses on his breast the invisible wilderness. His name was Dendayan, in the east of the garden, where the elect and the righteous will dwell, where he received it from my ancestor, who was man, from Adam, the first of men, whom Yahuwah Sebaoth made. Then I asked of another angel to show me the power of those monsters, how they became separated on the same day, one in the depths of the sea, and one in the dry desert. And he said, You, son of Adam, are here desirous of understanding secret things. And the angel of peace, who was with me, said, These two monsters are by the power of Elohim prepared to become food, that the punishment of Elohim may not be in vain. Then shall children be slain with their mothers, and sons with their fathers. And when the punishment of Yahuwah Sevaot shall continue, upon them shall it continue, that the punishment of Yahuwah Sevaot may not take place in vain. After that, judgment shall exist with mercy and long-suffering. Chapter 60. Then another angel, who proceeded with me, spoke to me, and showed me the first and last secrets in heaven above, and in the depths of the earth, in the extremities of heaven, and in the foundations of it, and in the receptacle of the winds. He showed me how their ruhokot were divided, how they were balanced, and how both the springs and the winds were numbered according to the force of their ruach. He showed me the power of the moon's light, that its power is a just one, as well as the divisions of the stars, according to their respective names. Every division is divided, that the lightning flashes, that its troops immediately obey, and that a cessation takes place during thunder in continuance of its sound. Nor are the thunder and the lightning separated, neither do both of them move with one ruach, yet they are not separated. For when the lightning lightens, the thunder sounds, and the ruach at a proper period pauses, making an equal division between them. For the receptacle upon which their periods depend is as sand. Each of them at a proper season is restrained with a bridle, and turned by the power of the ruach, which thus propels according to the spacious extent of the earth. The ruach likewise of the sea is potent and strong, and as a strong power causes it to ebb, so is it driven forwards, and scattered against the mountains of the earth. The ruach of the frost has its angel. In the ruach of hail there is a good angel. The ruach of snow seizes in its strength, and a solitary ruach is in it, which ascends from it like vapor, and is called refrigeration. The ruach also of mist dwells with them in their receptacle, but it has a receptacle to itself, for its progress is in splendor, in light and in darkness, in winter and in summer. Its receptacle is bright, and it is an angel. The abode of the ruach of dew is in the extremities of heaven, in connection with the receptacle of rain, and its progress is in winter and in summer. The cloud produced by it and the cloud of the mist become united. One gives to the other, and when the ruach of rain is in motion from its receptacle, angels come, and opening its receptacle, bring it forth. When, likewise, it is sprinkled over all the earth, it forms a union with every kind of water on the ground, for the waters remain on the ground, as nourishment to the earth from El Elyon, who is in heaven. Upon this account, therefore, there is a regulation in the quantity of rain, which the angels receive. These things I saw, all of them, even paradise. Chapter 61. In those days I beheld long ropes given to those angels, who took to their wings and fled, advancing towards the north. And I inquired of the angels, saying, Wherefore have they taken those long ropes and gone forth? He said, They are gone forth to measure. The angel who proceeded with me said, These are the measures of the righteous, and cords shall the righteous bring, that they may trust in the name of Yahuwah Sevaot forever and ever. The elect shall begin to dwell with the elect, and these are the measures which shall be given to faith and shall strengthen the words of righteousness. These measures shall reveal all the secrets in the depth of the earth. And those who have been destroyed in the desert, and who have been devoured by the fish of the sea, and by wild beasts, shall return, and trust in the day of the elect one. For none shall perish in the presence of Yahuwah Sevaoth, nor shall any be capable of perishing. Then they received the commandment, all in the heavens above, to whom a combined power, voice, and splendor like fire were given. And first, with voice, they blessed him, they exalted him, they glorified him with wisdom, and ascribed to him wisdom with the word, and with the breath of life. Then Yahuwah Sevaoth seated upon the throne of his glory, the elect one, who shall judge all the works of the holy in heaven above, and in a balance shall he weigh their actions. And when he shall lift up his countenance to judge their secret ways in the word of the name of Yahuwah Sevaoth, and their progress in the path of the righteous judgment of El Elyon, they shall all speak with united voice, and bless, glorify, exalt, and praise in the name of Yahuwah Sevaoth. He shall call to every power of the heavens, to all the holy above, and to the power of Elohim, and the cherubim, and the seraphim, and the ophanim, all the angels of power, and all the angels of Yahuwah, namely of the elect one, and of the other power who was upon earth over the water on that day, shall raise their united voice, shall bless, glorify, praise, and exalt with the Ruach Emunah, with the Ruach Hokmah, and Nesach, with the Ruach Hesed, with the Ruach Mishpat, and Shalom, and with the Ruach Ratzon. All shall say with the united voice, Blessed is he, and the name of Yahuwah Sevaoth shall be blessed forever and ever. All who sleep not shall bless it in heaven above. All the holy in heaven shall bless it, all the elect who dwell in the garden of life, and every Ruach of light who is capable of blessing, glorifying, exalting, and praising your holy name, and all flesh. More than the powers shall glorify and bless your name forever and ever. For great is the mercy of Yahuwah Sevaoth. Long-suffering is he, and all his works, all his power, great as are the things which he has done, has he revealed to the Kodeshim and to the elect, in the name of Yahuwah Sevaoth. Chapter 62. Thus Yahuwah commanded the kings, the princes, the exalted, and those who dwell on earth, saying, Open your eyes, and lift up your horns, if you are capable of comprehending the elect one. Yahuwah Sevaoth sat upon the throne of his glory, and the Ruach, Tzedakah, was poured out over him. The word of his mouth shall destroy all the sinners and all the wicked, who shall perish at his presence. In that day shall all the kings, the princes, the exalted, and those who possess the earth stand up, behold, and perceive that he is sitting on the throne of his glory, that before him the Kodeshim shall be judged in righteousness, and that nothing which shall be spoken before him shall be in vain. Trouble shall come upon them, as upon a woman in travail, whose labor is severe, when her child comes to the mouth of the womb, and she finds it difficult to bring forth. One portion of them shall look upon another. They shall be astonished, and shall humble their countenance. And trouble shall seize them, when they shall behold the Son of Adam sitting upon the throne of his glory. Then shall the kings, the princes, and all who possess the earth glorify him, who has dominion over all things, him who was concealed. For from the beginning of the Son of Adam existed in secret, which El Elyon preserved in the presence of his power, and revealed to the elect. He shall sow the assembly of the Kodeshim and of the elect, and all the elect shall stand before him in that day. All the kings, the princes, the exalted, and those who rule over all the earth shall fall down on their faces before him, and shall worship him. They shall fix their hopes on the Son of Adam. They shall fix their hopes on this Son of Adam, shall pray to him and petition him for mercy. Then shall Yahuwah Sevaoth hasten to expel them from his presence. Their faces shall be full of confusion, and their faces shall darkness cover. The angel shall take them to punishment, that vengeance may be inflicted on those who have oppressed his children and his elect. And they shall become an example to the Tehilliym and to his elect. Through them shall these be made joyful, for the anger of Yahuwah Sebaoth shall rest upon them. Then the sword of Yahuwah Sebaoth shall be drunk with their blood. But the Tehilliym and elect shall be safe in that day. Nor the face of the sinners and the wicked shall they thenceforwards behold. Yahuwah Sebaoth shall remain over them, and with this son of Adam shall they dwell, eat, lie down, and rise up forever and ever. The Tehilliym and the elect have arisen from the earth, have left off to depress their countenances, and have been clothed with the garment of life. The garment of life is with Yahuwah Sebaoth, in whose presence your garment shall not wax old, nor shall your glory diminish. Chapter 63. In those days the kings who possess the earth shall be punished by the angels of his wrath, wheresoever they shall be delivered up, that he may give rest for a short period, and that they may fall down and worship before Yahuwah Sebaoth, confessing their sins before him. They shall bless and glorify Yahuwah Sebaoth, saying, Blessed is Yahuwah Sebaoth, Yahuwah of kings, Yahuwah of princes, Yahuwah of the rich, Yahuwah of glory, and Yahuwah of wisdom. He shall enlighten every secret thing. Your power is from generation to generation, and your glory forever and ever. Deep are all your secrets, and numberless, and your righteousness cannot be calculated. Now, we know that we should glorify and bless Yahuwah of kings, he who is king over all things. They shall also say, Who has granted us rest to glorify, laud, bless, and confess in the presence of his glory? And now, small is the rest we desire, but we do not find, we reject, and do not possess. Light has passed away from before us, and darkness our thrones forever. For we have not confessed before him, we have not glorified the name of Yahuwah of kings. We have not glorified Yahuwah in all his works, but we have trusted in the scepter of our dominion and of our glory. In the day of our suffering and of our trouble, he will not save us, neither shall we find rest. We confess that our Adonai is faithful in all his works, in all his judgments, and in his righteousness. In his judgments he pays no respect to persons, and we must depart from his presence on account of our deeds. All our sins are truly without number. Then shall they say to themselves, Our souls are satisfied with the instruments of crime, but that prevents us not from descending to the flaming womb of Sheol. Afterwards, their countenances shall be filled with darkness and confusion before the son of Adam, from whose presence they shall be expelled, and before whom the sword shall remain to expel them. Thus says Yahuwah Sebaoth, this is the decree and the judgment against the princes, the kings, the exalted, and those who possess the earth, in the presence of Yahuwah Sebaoth. Chapter 64. I saw also other countenances in that secret place. I heard the voice of an angel saying, These are the angels who have descended from heaven to earth, and have revealed secrets to the sons of men, and have seduced the sons of men to the commission of sin. Vision of Enoch. Chapter 65. In those days Enoch saw that the earth became inclined, and that destruction approached. Then he lifted up his feet and went to the ends of the earth, to the dwelling of his great-grandfather Chanoch. And Enoch cried with a bitter voice, Hear me, hear me, hear me, 3 times. And he said, Tell me what is transacting upon the earth, for the earth labors and is violently shaken. Surely I shall perish with it. After this, there was a great perturbation on earth, and a voice was heard from heaven. I fell down on my face when my great-grandfather Chanoch came and stood by me. He said to me, "Why have you cried out to me with a bitter cry and lamentation? A commandment has gone forth from Yahuwah against those who dwell on the earth, that they may be destroyed, for they know every secret of the angels, every oppressive and secret power of the demons, and every power of those who commit sorcery, as well as of those who make molten in the whole earth. How is silver produced from the dust of the earth, and how on the earth does the drop exist? For lead and tin are not produced from earth, as the primary fountain of their production. There is an angel standing upon it, and that angel struggles to prevail." Afterwards, my great-grandfather Chanoch seized me with his hand, raising me up and saying to me, "Go, for I have asked Yahuwah Sevaoth respecting this perturbation of the earth," who replied, "Because of their impiety have their innumerable judgments been consummated before me. Because of the sorceries which they have searched out and learned, the earth and those who dwell upon it will be destroyed, and that to these there will be no refuge forever. They have discovered secrets, those who have been judged, but not you, my son. Yahuwah Sevaoth knows that you are pure and good from the reproach of secrets. He, the Holy One, will establish your name in the midst of the Kodeshim, and will guard you from those who dwell upon the earth. He will establish your seed in righteousness, for kings and for great glory. And from your seed shall spring forth righteousness and holy men without number forever." Chapter 66. After this, he showed me the angels of punishment, who were prepared to come, and to open all the mighty waters under the earth, that they may be for judgment, and for the destruction of all those who remain and dwell upon the earth. And Yahuwah Sevaoth commanded the angels who went forth not to take up and guard the men, for those angels are over all the mighty waters. Then I went out from the presence of Chanoch. Chapter 67. In those days, the word of Elohim came to me and said, "Noach, behold, your lot has ascended up to me, a lot void of crime, a lot beloved and upright. Now then, the angels are making a wooden structure, but when they proceed to this, I will put my hand upon it and guard it. The seed of life shall arise from it, and a change shall take place, that the dry land shall not be left empty. I will establish your seed before me forever and ever, and the seed of those who dwell with you on the surface of the earth. It shall be blessed and multiplied in the presence of the earth, in the name of Yahuwah. And they shall confine those angels who disclosed impiety in that burning valley, which at first my great-grandfather Chanoch showed me in the west, where there were mountains of gold and silver, of iron, of fluid metal, and of tin. I beheld that valley in which there was great perturbation, and the waters were troubled. And when all this was given effect from the fluid mass of fire, and troubled them in that place, there arose a strong smell of sulfur, which became mixed with the waters, and the valley of the angels who had been guilty of seduction burned underneath its soil. Through that valley also rivers of fire were flowing, to which those angels shall be condemned, who seduced the inhabitants of the earth. And in those days shall these waters be to kings, to princes, to the exalted, and to the inhabitants of the earth, for the healing of the soul and body, and for the judgment of the Ruach. Their Ruachot shall be full of lust, that they may be judged in their bodies, because they have denied Yahuwah Sevaoth, and they have perceived their condemnation day by day. And they perceive their condemnation day by day. They believe not in his name. And as the inflammation of their bodies shall be great, so shall their Ruachot undergo a change forever. For no word which is uttered before Yahuwah Sebaoth shall be in vain. Judgment has come upon them, because they trusted in their carnal revelry, and denied Yahuwah Sebaoth. In those days shall the waters of that valley be changed, for when the angels shall be judged, then shall the heat of those springs of water experience an alteration. And when the angels shall ascend, the water of the springs shall again undergo a change and be frozen. Then I heard holy Michael answering and saying, This judgment with which the angels shall be judged shall bear testimony against the kings, the princes, and those who possess the earth. For these waters of judgment shall be for their healing, and for the death of their bodies. But they shall not perceive and believe that the waters will be changed, and become a fire which shall blaze forever. Chapter 68. After this he gave me the characteristic marks of all the secret things in the Cepher of my great-grandfather Chanoch, and in the parables which had been given to him, inserting them for me among the words of the Cepher of parables. At that time, holy Michael answered and said to Raphael, The power of the Ruach hurries me away, and it impels me on. The severity of the judgment, of the secret judgment of the angels, who is capable of endurance, of that severe judgment which has taken place, and been made permanent without being melted at the sight of it. Again, holy Michael answered and said to holy Raphael, Who is there whose heart is not softened by it, and whose mind is not troubled at this thing? Judgment has gone forth against them by those who have thus dragged them away, and that was when they stood in the presence of Yahuwah Sebaoth. In like manner also, holy Rachael said to Raphael, They shall not be before the eye of Yahuwah, since Yahuwah Sebaoth has been offended with them. For like Adonim have they conducted themselves. Therefore will he bring upon them a secret judgment forever and ever. For neither shall angel nor man receive a portion of it, but they alone shall receive their own judgment forever and ever. Chapter 69. After this judgment they shall be astonished and irritated, for it shall be exhibited to the inhabitants of the earth. Behold, the names of those angels. These are their names. The first of them is Shemeazah. The second, Arstikapha. The third, Armen. The fourth, Kakabeel. The fifth, Turel. The sixth, Rumiel. The seventh, Daniel. The eighth, Kael. The ninth, Barakel. The 10th, Azazel. The 11th, Armors. The 12th, Batarial. The 13th, Basasael. The 14th, Ananel. The 15th, Turiaal. The 16th, Simeapizel. The 17th, Yetarel. The 18th, Tumael. The 19th, Tarel. The 20th, Rumel. The 21st, Azaziel. These are the chiefs of their angels, and the names of the leaders of their hundreds, and the leaders of their 50s, and the leaders of their 10s. The name of the first is Yekun. It was he who seduced all the sons of the holy angels, and causing them to descend on earth, led astray the offspring of men. The name of the second is Kesabel, who pointed out evil counsel to the sons of the holy angels, and induced them to corrupt their bodies by generating mankind. The name of the third is Gadrael. He discovered every stroke of death to the children of men. He seduced Hua, and discovered to the children of men the instruments of death, the coat of mail, the shield, and the sword for slaughter, every instrument of death to the children of men. From his hand were derived to them who dwell upon earth, from that period forever. The name of the fourth is Penemuel. He discovered to the children of men bitterness and sweetness, and pointed out to them every secret of their wisdom. He taught men to understand writing and ink and paper. Therefore numerous have been those who have gone astray from every period of the world, even to this day. For men were not born for this, thus with pen and with ink to confirm their faith, since they were not created, except that, like the angels, they might remain righteous and pure. Nor would death, which destroys everything, have given effect to them. But by this their knowledge they perish, and by this also power consumes. The name of the fifth is Casiedad. Casied, he discovered to the children of men every wicked stroke of the Ruhokoth and of demons, the stroke to the embryo in the womb, to diminish it, the stroke to the Ruach by the bite of the serpent, and the midday stroke of the offspring of the serpent, the name of which is Tabayet. This is the number of the Kaspeel, this is the number of the Kaspeel, the principal part of the oath which El Elyon, dwelling in glory, revealed to the holy ones. Its name is Becca. He spoke to the holy Michael to discover to them the sacred name, that they might understand that secret name, and thus remember the oath, and that those who pointed out every secret thing to the children of men might tremble at that name and oath. This is the power of that oath, for powerful it is and strong. And he established this oath of Akai by the instrumentality of the holy Michael. These are the secrets of this oath, and by it were they confirmed. Heaven was suspended by it before the world was made forever. By it the earth has been founded upon the flood, while from the concealed parts of the hills the agitated waters proceed forth from the creation to the end of the world. By this oath the sea has been formed, and the foundation of it. During the period of its fury he established the sand against it, which continues unchanged forever. And by this oath the abyss has been made strong, nor is it removable from its station forever and forever. By this oath the sun and moon complete their progress, never swerving from the command to them forever and ever. By this oath the stars complete their progress, and when their names are called, they return as an answer forever and ever. Thus the heavens have the blowing of the winds, all of them have Ruhokoth, and are a complete combination of breathings. There the treasures of thunder are kept, and the splendor of the lightning. There are kept the treasures of hail and of frost, the treasures of snow, the treasures of rain and of dew. All these confess and laud before Yahuwah Sevaoth. They glorify with all their power of praise, and he sustains them in all thanksgiving, while they laud, glorify, and exalt the name of Yahuwah Sevaoth forever and ever. And with them he establishes this oath, by which they and their paths are preserved, nor does their progress perish. Great was their joy. They blessed, glorified, and exalted, because the name of the son of Adam was revealed to them. He sat upon the throne of his glory, and the principal part of the judgment was assigned to him, the son of Adam. Sinners shall disappear and perish from the face of the earth, while those who seduced them shall be bound with chains forever. According to their ranks of corruption shall they be imprisoned, and all their works shall disappear from the face of the earth. Nor thenceforward shall there be any to corrupt. For the son of Adam has been seen, sitting on the throne of his glory. Everything wicked shall disappear and depart from before his face. And the word of the son of Adam shall become powerful in the presence of Yahuwah Sevaoth. This is the third parable of Chanoch. Chapter 70. After this, the name of the son of Adam, living with Yahuwah Sevaoth, was exalted by the inhabitants of the earth. It was exalted in the chariots of the Ruach, and the name went forth in the midst of them. From that time I was not drawn into the midst of them, but he seated me between two Ruhokoth, between the north and the west, where the angels received their ropes to measure out a place for the elect and the righteous. There I beheld the fathers of the first men and the Kodeshim who dwell in that place forever. Chapter 71. Afterward my Ruach was concealed, ascending into the heavens. I beheld the sons of the holy angels treading on flaming fire, whose garments and robes were white, and whose countenances were transparent as crystal. I saw 2 rivers of the fire glittering like the hyacinth. Then I fell on my face before Yahuwah Sebaot, and Michael, one of the archangels, took me by my right hand, raised me up, and brought me out, where was every secret mercy and secret righteousness. He showed me all the hidden things of the extremities of heaven, all the receptacles of the stars, and the splendors of all, from whence they went forth before the face of the holy. And he concealed the Ruach of Chanoch in the heaven of heavens. There I beheld, in the midst of that light, a building raised with stones of ice, and in the midst of these stones tongues of living fire. My Ruach saw around the circle of this flaming habitation, on one of its extremities, rivers full of living fire which encompassed it. Then the seraphim, the cherubim, the ophanim surrounded it. These are those who never sleep, but watch the throne of his glory. And I beheld angels innumerable, thousands of thousands, and myriads who surrounded that habitation. Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, Penuel, and the holy angels who were in the heavens above went in and out of it. Michael, Raphael, and Gabriel went out of that habitation, and holy angels innumerable. With them was the Ancient of Days, whose head was white as wool, and pure, and his robe was indescribable. Then I fell upon my face, while all my flesh was dissolved, and my Ruach became changed. I cried out with a loud voice, with a powerful Ruach, blessing, glorifying, and exalting. And those blessings which proceeded from my mouth became acceptable in the presence of the Ancient of Days. The Ancient of Days came with Michael and Gabriel, Raphael and Penuel, with thousands of thousands, and myriads, which could not be numbered. Then that angel came to me, and with his voice saluted me, saying, "You are the son of Adam, who is born for righteousness, and righteousness has rested upon you. The righteousness of the Ancient of Days shall not forsake you." He said, "On you shall he confer peace in the name of the existing world. For from thence has his peace gone forth since the world was created, and thus shall it happen to you forever and ever. All who shall exist and who shall walk in your path of righteousness shall not forsake you forever. With you shall be their habitations, with you their lot, nor from you shall they be separated forever and ever. And thus shall length of days be with the son of Adam. Peace shall be to the righteous, and the path of integrity shall the righteous pursue in the name of Yahuwah Sebaot forever and ever." That is the end of chapter 71. Psalms, Tehilliym, chapter 60. To the chief musician upon Shushanaduth, Miktam of David, to teach, when he strove with Aram Naharaim and with Aram Sovah, when Joab returned and smote of Edom in the valley of Salt 12,000. O Elohim, you have cast us off, you have scattered us, you have been displeased. O turn yourself to us again. You have made the earth tremble, you have broken it. Heal the breaches thereof, for it shakes. You have shown your people hard things. You have made us drink the wine of astonishment. You have given a banner to them that fear you, that it may be displayed because of the truth. Selah. That your beloved may be delivered, save with your right hand, and hear me. Elohim has spoken in his holiness. I will rejoice. I will divide Shechem and mete out the valley of Sukkot. Gilad is mine, and Menashe is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of my head. Yehuda is my Torah giver. Moab is my washpot. Over Edom will I cast out my shoe. Pelisheth, triumph you because of me. Who will bring me into the strong city? Who will lead me into Edom? Will not you, O Elohim, which had cast us off? And you, O Elohim, which did not go out with our armies. Give us help from trouble, for vain is the help of man. Through Elohim we shall do valiantly, for he it is that shall tread down our enemies. For he it is that shall tread down our enemies. Hallelujah. Amen to that. All praise and glory to the Most High Yah. Thank you. Thank you for this time, and thank you for the word. And I wanted to share a blessing with you. This is in the book of Numbers, Bemidbar, chapter 6. It is a blessing that is given by Moses to the people. Some of you may be familiar with it. It's chapter 6, verse 24, if you want to follow along with me. This is one that is often, you may hear it in the churches when the pastor ends the service with a blessing. And so this is it. I'll start off with verse 22 of chapter 6. And Yahuwah spoke unto Moshe, saying, Speak unto Aaron and unto his sons, saying, On this wise you shall bless the children of Yasharel, saying unto them, Yahuwah bless you and guard you. Yahuwah make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. Yahuwah lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Yasharel, and I will bless them. And so may this be a blessing to you, and study your Bible, read the Bible, and study it. All praise and glory to the Most High Yah, in the name of the Son, Yahushai or Yahusha HaMashiach. Thank you so much for the word that became flesh and that died for our sins. And thank you, Yahuwah, for your long suffering and for your mercy and for your grace. Yah willing, I will see you tomorrow. Shalom.